Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Burks. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and
fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Wide out in motion. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bama! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over. In points, Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But
Can anyone catch him? The tag! Touchdown, Knowles! And once he got loose, it was all over. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Ramsey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Alabama quickly back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Quarterback checking off. They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Santiago. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Dobbs. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. They'll run it to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Turner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Here they come, up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. And he will take it in. Touchdown Seminoles. The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, You know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
He looks that one in nicely. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right back to it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around the game.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback will audible. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get behind the defense. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, no! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabs it in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start.
When he breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Noles want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You gotta have have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 35, Alabama, 28. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Play of the quarter coming. Looking to move it through the air. And they're not on the same page there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 35, Alabama 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 10 over ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it go. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. At that time, he coughed it up. He did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Quick handoff. Discards a man. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Get set, get set.
Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on third down. It's on target and complete. Oh, ball's out. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, folks.
And the returner will be brought down. First down for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
With the score all time.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Quarterback checking the play.
Timber! Timber! Acorn! Acorn! Timber!
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown tie! And they grab the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll